So here's how you go about scaling your social media marketing agency past 30K per month in less than 6 months by using very simple Instagram ads that you can actually run for free. I'm going to show you exactly how you go about running the actual ads for completely free using other people's money, not your own money. This is an absolute just ninja cheat code hack that you can leverage to go about scaling your agency past 30K a month. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down 3 things. Number 1 is this week's proof and this week's wins, as well as the reality of cold outreach and what you should do instead and why it's keeping you broke. And then I'm going to show you exactly how you go about getting high ticket clients with very simple one ad, singular, and how you actually kind of like run that and run it for free as well. So stay tuned for this video because it's going to be an absolute banger. So let's jump straight into this, guys. So as you can see, we've got on the board here, we've got kind of like this week's wins and proof. Then we're going to be jumping into the reality of cold outreach and what to do instead. And then the third thing we're going to be doing is showing you exactly how to get high ticket clients using very simple ads. So you don't need to do any sort of like cold outreach. We're using ads for completely free, by the way. So let's talk about this week's wins so you can actually see, and proof as well, so you can see that this strategy actually works. Number 1, I'm running ads right now, and as you can see, I set myself, and this was only taken last night on my story. If you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, definitely follow me on Instagram. It's at montel.gordon, the only one that's verified. I set 18 inbound meetings in 4 days. That's 4.5 meetings a day. I've only spent around 192. It's a little bit more than that now, obviously factoring in today. So it's around $236 on ads. That basically means my cost per call this week is literally $13.11, which is absolutely crazy. And I told you so. You guys need to build what you call a hybrid personal brand. Now, from these particular ads and just a couple of YouTube videos, what I've been able to do is close 2 new clients, right? And 2 of them, one client at 3K and 1 client at 3.5K, making that a total of 6.5K. My program, by the way, will be moving up to 6K. I am not joking. My program is going to be moving up to 6K. If you can't afford it, then go leverage something else. I'm probably the only dude in the game that literally has a program that works this well, that's so cheap at the moment. It literally is the cheapest out of them. And if you don't believe me, here's a guy. I'm going to be showing you a guy that literally enrolled into a program that cost him almost 10 grand. Stuck to it for 4 months and landed literally nothing. So let's break down these wins. I basically made 6.5K in 2 days, guys. I've also had 2 very strong verbal yeses and still got 3 calls to go out of my 18 calls. Some of them weren't qualified. I think maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 of them weren't qualified. They were all inbound clients that I made, by the way, guys. This 6.5K in literally 2 days. All inbound clients. Didn't have to chase them. No cold outreach, no cold messaging, no nothing. All inbound clients where they're booked in calls with me. And I'm spending right now around $58 on ads. And as you can see right here, here's my actual ads manager. I'm going to refresh this for you guys so you can see that this is real. We go from the 18th to the 22nd, update that. In fact, let me actually just put a different date in so you can see that this is actually live real quick. So this is my actual ads manager. As you can see, we spent £310, but I'm factoring in from Monday. Let's go to Monday actually. Let's go Monday. There we go. So as you can see, we spent 212-ish pounds, which is around $258 and we brought back 6.5K. That's pretty much a 25.1 ROAS. That means I'm putting $1 into my ads right now this week and we're bringing back out 25. Here's the craziest thing. I still have around 3 or 4 calls left to take that's on my calendar, and they have very good like strength in terms of like the application form, and they, the people I was speaking to, should I say, genuinely sound like they have a problem. I can help them. It's probably going to be a good fit. We probably will get them enrolled as well. If not, I'll let you guys know. But again, this little number right here, the ROAS number, could be off because obviously YouTube is helping with the booking calls as well. But even so, that's still free advertising, which I'll explain in a second. And I've also gained 118 new followers in just the last 4 days alone. Here's a student win again, just to show you guys that we know what we're talking about. I've built now, and don't quote me on this, but I think it's around 20 to 21-ish 6-figure agencies that I've helped build, genuinely from my direct help, should I say, in the last 24 to 25 months. So that's 21 6-figure agencies I've built in the last 24 to 25 months. So that's almost literally 1 per month. In fact, right now, I think I might have mentioned this in one of my previous videos, I have so many testimonials that I could send you a testimonial, one of them per day, every single day, 7 days a week, including Christmas and all holidays, and it would take me until 2025 to send you all the testimonials. I am not joking. That's how much testimonials we have. So when I say this stuff works, this works. So Upwork still works. And agency transmutation, by the way, is open at $997. As you can see, here's Heavenly already hit 10K per month due to a lot of upfront payments this month. But this is her first month where she's going to hit 10K per month despite any upfront payments. that's reoccurring, literally, is what I'm trying to say, or what she's trying to say, should I say. And so AT, H-Tramutation is still open for $9.97. But if you do want to enroll into Six Figure Name, right now you get Agency Tramutation for completely free, by the way. That's kind of how it works. Now, the reason why I want to show you these wins is to kind of like just show you, not to brag, but I'm showing you that I'm practicing what I preach. I'm not one of these gurus that then sells you on an inbound system, gets you into my mentorship program using inbound ways, and then tells you to go and do cold outreach, which is the complete opposite of the way how I just got you as a client. Like that, it doesn't work like that, guys. Like the most of these dudes that you're looking up to are making money through inbound systems, and then they tell you to go and do the direct opposite, which is go and do cold outreach. Absolutely BS. In fact, I'm going to prove again what I basically just said with a guy that I actually was speaking to just last night. Now, let me break down what I love about this system here, where you're actually running ads and generating inbound leads. What I love about this system is that you can reverse engineer your numbers really down to the T, especially if you use the tracking sheet. I've got a tracking sheet that I track all of this in. And my cost per follower right now is around $2. It's a little bit less than $2 per follower, by the way, but I'm just going to use this for ease of numbers. So let's say these are my numbers, right? So we got $2 cost per follower. That basically means every time I put $2 into my ad, I'm getting one new follower. And these followers are qualified, by the way. They're not random followers from like third world countries or like all over the random globe. You can target where you want your followers to come from. And in your ad copy itself, you can speak directly to your direct target audience. So for example, if you are running an e-commerce Facebook ads agency, you can call out e-commerce brand owners in your particular ad to get them to come and follow you. If you're running a Facebook ads agency or just some sort of marketing agency around dentists, you can call out dentists. Whatever niche you're in, you can call out those people, because again, it does work B2B, because B2B is just people to people. Businesses don't buy stuff. A business can't buy something. It's a person that buys something. If you say, yeah, Apple's a business and it buys stuff, well, think about how they would go about doing that transaction. It's a person that has to sign off on the transaction. So it's actually a person within the business. So if your business niche has people in it, then yes, this will work for you. Unless you're trying to target like Elon Musk or like hedge fund managers at like top FTSE 100 companies, then probably doing cold emails would probably work then. And even so, if you're reaching people that high of caliber, they probably don't even open their emails anyway, to be honest with you. So there again, it's probably a lose-lose situation, even if you did cold outreach that way. It's still better off building a brand on LinkedIn or something like that to get that sort of caliber of clients. So anyway, long story short, $2 per follower. Let's say 1 in every 40 followers books in a call. That's what I'm roughly seeing right now. So it's on average over the month period. This week's been very good just because of like I've been very on the appointment setting game and whatnot. But on average, I would say my cost per call is around $80. Every time I generate a follower, not everybody's going to jump on a call, is what I'm trying to say. Around 1 in 40 jumps on a call. That's $80 cost per call. If it takes me 1 in 4 calls, roughly around 1 in 4 calls to close somebody, that basically means I need to take the 80 times it by 5. You get a $400 cost per client. That's how much it cost me to generate a client. That means I put $400 in and I bring back out a client anywhere between 3.5K to, that should actually say 6K. So we're actually going to be increasing the program to 6K. Now, to get to 100K, I'm going to need at the very minimum 29 clients if I'm charging 3.5K, for example. So these are just my numbers. You can plug in your numbers here and whatnot. So you can see the reason why I love this, because it shows you can reverse engineer all this crazy stuff. So if we do, I think it actually works out to be about 28 clients. So if you do $400 times it by 28, that means I need to put $11,200 into the ad to bring back out 100 grand. That's literally almost a 10x ROAS. That's literally insane. I think it's like a 9x ROAS or whatever it is. But long story short, that 11 grand in to bring back out, 100 grand. Tell me where not even if you invest into like crypto, you're getting returns like that. Not even if you invest into like the FTSE 100, FTSE 500 or the S&P 500 or whatever it's for S&P 500, you're just not getting a return like that. Quite literally, I think you get like 8% returns. We're talking about like a 9x ROAS. I think that's like a 900% return, not 8%, 900%. I believe that works out to be. Plus, as a byproduct, I'm getting 5,600 new followers that now live in my audience and will warm up over time. So I'll get a bunch of calls. If I spend 11 grand on ads, I'm going to get a bunch of calls because it's around $80 per call. So, you can work out the cost per call or how many calls I would get. If you just take the 11,000 and you divide it by 80, you guys can go and do this by yourselves. And it works out to be, a lot of calls I could generate. Not all of those calls are going to close, but don't worry about it, because I'm going to be generating more followers on my Instagram that are actually qualified and they're going to live on my Instagram. Then they're going to warm up over time, probably go and check out my YouTube channel, warm up over time, be in my audience. And then eventually, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, maybe 6 months down the line, they decide, you know what, now is the time to actually enroll into Montel's program or get one-to-one help from Montel or whatever it is. And they decide to actually book in a call with me and then convert into a client. This is how you should be thinking. This is exactly how Iman Gadji's got you in his program if you've enrolled into his program, or if you've enrolled into one of my other programs, that's probably exactly how you actually got into one of my programs. It's exactly how pretty much everybody gets into an SMA program. You go on YouTube, you start looking at all these gurus, you start following them online, you start watching their videos, you warm up over time, you're in the middle of funnel, then you end up eventually booking a call with them and buy something from them. The only problem is that most of them teach you to do the direct opposite, which is cold outreach. And they just got you as an inbound client through an inbound system that they're using. Whereas me, I'm getting you through inbound, but then I'm teaching you how to go about doing inbound yourself. So I'm the only dude out here that's literally practicing what I preach. Quite literally. So to get more clients, you literally just buy more meetings. AKA, if I know I need a meeting per day, I just literally go into my budget, take a look how many clicks this takes. 1 click, 2 clicks, change this to £80, publish. It's done. That's literally, if I want more meetings, that's all I would need to do. Literally just by clicking that. Now, I wouldn't recommend obviously just doubling your ad spend like that, because you can break stuff, because you want to slowly crank stuff up over time. But that's literally how this system works. You know your cost, if you know your numbers and your cost per follower is $2, and every 40 followers you're getting on one call, that's $80 per cost per call. Well, if you need 2 calls a day, 3 calls a day, then you know you need to take the $80, because you're getting one call for $80 you put in, and you need 2 calls, you need to spend $160 on ads a day. There you go. And then what you do is just slowly increase your ad spend over time without breaking stuff. That's how you go about doing that. Now, once the system's actually working, by the way. Now, let me break down the reality of cold outreach and what you need to do instead if you don't want to be broke. I just want to show you this, guys, because this is literally a real comment from a dude that commented on one of my YouTube videos literally 2 days ago. This dude literally says that he sent 8,000 emails, he's done hundreds of cold calls, many hundreds of DMs, and he's only set 1 meeting in 3 entire months. Not only that, but listen to it, it gets even crazier. The 1 client he's been able to close from that 1 meeting he's generated over 3 months. Imagine working for 3 months doing over almost 9,000 outreach and you only set 1 meeting. 9,000 outreach to set 1 meeting? That's absolutely BS. And then the meeting you get on, imagine this. 9,000 outreach deep, you for 3 months straight, struggling to get meetings. You get on that meeting, the 1 meeting, and you're not even able to sell them a service. You actually end up paying them. This dude, literally, he says, I closed a client, I closed him on a free trial where I'm also paying for the ad spend. Guys, that basically means this dude has done 9,000 plus outreach, almost 9,000 outreach, 8,000 plus outreach, call it. And he set 1 meeting to try and land a paying client, and he's ended up paying the client. Guys, this is literally insane. So what I'm trying to say here is that this is so ineffective that even working at McDonald's would have been more profitable. He could have got a job at McDonald's maybe after a month of applying to McDonald's jobs and then made 2 months worth of money by the time he's messed about paying another client. He's literally paying another client's ad spend. That's like imagine working a job for 3 months and then at the end of the 3 months, you pay your boss that you just worked for. That's literally what's just happened to this guy. That's how ineffective cold outreach is. And I even put this on my story joking about, because I just genuinely couldn't understand this. And this was only like 2 days ago, like I said, literally 2 days ago. I swear one day, one dude in SMA is going to offer this. And it's going to be somebody's actual offer. And they're going to genuinely say this seriously to you guys. And you guys are going to actually eat this up and be like, oh my God, this is an amazing offer. Why didn't I think about this before? This is how stupid the market has got. It's how stupid it is. People are going to literally think this is a good offer. We work for you for completely free. And if we don't get you results, we pay your rent for you for a month. That's literally what people are going to start doing in SMA. Because again, it's a race to the bottom. I keep trying to tell you guys, it's a race to the bottom. What you need to do to stand out is build a brand. I'm not even joking. There's people out there now that are offering like their services for free and they pay their ad spend. Like this guy here, quite literally this guy here. It's absolutely insane. In fact, let me give you another example. This dude, I've had to cover up his name for confidentiality reasons and all that crazy stuff, but I was having a conversation with this dude just last night, not even 16 hours ago. I am not joking. This was literally last night at the time of recording this. I watch a lot of your content, be honest with you. I got sold into a pricey course, which has been good, but all based on cold outreach, not signed any clients, but had a few calls. There is a bit of inbound in there, but I've just focused on cold outreach with not much success going on. He said, going from being just an artist, traveling, leveraging an agency. Damn, bro, that sucks. I said that. Basically, what this guy's done is he's paid close to 10K, as you can see, basically still at zero. So I said, dang, After 4 months of doing all this outreach, right? And by the way, he's doing 200 cold outreach a day, 200 cold emails a day, sending looms a day, sending looms and 200 emails a day. I've not even factored in the looms yet. That's literally, I completely forgot about the looms. Just the cold emails alone, daily, 200 cold emails a day, every single day. This is what this guy's doing for 4 months straight. 4 months in, started to think that maybe his niche is not high ticket when that's actually incorrect. You can actually go and find high ticket clients in pretty much every niche if you know what you're doing. If you build a friggin' brand, this is literally what I'm trying to say to you guys. So basically, this guy's still at zero with no client and he's 10 grand down. He bought one of the top dudes, quote unquote, top dudes programs in SMA right now and paid close to 10 grand for the mentorship program. He's done 200 cold emails every single day for 4 months. So that basically works out to be about, let's say he's doing 200 emails a day for 5 days in a week. He's got Saturdays and Sundays off. We'll give him the benefit of doubt. Hopefully he's not sending them 7 days a week, because that's even worse. So he's done 1,000 outreach per week, which is 4,000 emails a month. So he's done 6,000 outreach and got no clients, and he's 10 grand down. This is literally what happens if you go and do cold outreach. I'm not joking. And this guy literally was a personal trainer. So he's actually in the gym niche. I believe he says it somewhere. There we go. Being a PT, I thought, he started as a PT, personal trainer. I thought that I would reach out to gym owners, which obviously is very logical. So even this guy has actual experience being a personal trainer and still can't get leads after sending 16,000 outreach. When I heard all this, I personally just replied to him and I said this, and it's so true. I just put, let me guess, you got sold via an SMA guru that got you as an inbound client, right? That then basically told you to turn around and do the direct opposite of what they just did to get you as a client, as a 10K client. And he basically just put, yeah. So what I mean by that is this dude got sold a 10 grand program using an inbound system from an online guru that they were watching. He went out of his way to go and buy the 10 grand program, which is an inbound system. And then he got in that program via inbound ways. He went to them. He went to the guru, and then that guru went and taught him how to do the direct opposite of what the guru just did to get this dude here as a client. So basically, they're not even practicing what they're preaching. They're selling you on cold outreach using inbound. They're getting you to come inbound to them whilst they build their own audience on YouTube and Facebook and all these other social media platforms, Instagram especially, YouTube and Instagram especially. And then they're teaching you guys to go and do cold outreach. The direct opposite of what they're doing to get rich. Come on, guys. Hopefully you can start seeing this. This guy would have been better off just using Upwork. I am not joking. 4 months in, I've had students, look at this. I've had students make their money back from my program in 2 days. 2 days. This guy's in a 10 grand program. My program's 1/10 the price and gets better results in 2 days than that program does in 4 months. And it's 10 grand. Come on, guys. You guys have got to start thinking outside of the box. I know these guys got nice big brands and all that crazy stuff, and they look like all professional. I've noticed that sort of stuff is just to cover up for the fact that their value is not that great. I've noticed the flashier people get, the less the value they actually have. That's what I've actually genuinely noticed. It's like they're compensating. It's almost like those fancy restaurants. I've noticed that like very fancy restaurants always have the shittiest foods. Like it's not very nice tasting. It doesn't fill you up. It's not very satisfying. Whereas just getting maybe a burger from like a corner shop where it doesn't look that great. It's like amazing, like unheard of burgers that are like honestly just amazing. That's what I've noticed about these gurus. They have these big flashy brands and they look the part and they've got all these Rolexes and all these flashy stuff and cars and all that crazy stuff. And then you get in their program, spend 10 grand and you can't even get a client after 4 months after spending 10 grand. You come into my program for $997, you make your money back in 2 days. Jesus Christ, guys. Look, here's another student. This was only the other day, by the way. New client signed 3 months in advance, 5.4K content creation client. Here's another student. I think I already put this in a video, but it's a 10K per month, another 10K per month student. Here's another one of my students basically getting an inbound. He put Montel Gordon, you weren't lying. This wasn't from ads, which I just started running, but from a LinkedIn post about the disability care niche. I'm showing people how to not only get clients through Upwork if they've got a little bit of money to spend, but I'm also showing you guys how to get clients organically through pages like LinkedIn, Facebook page, Instagram, because you can start with organic. If you've got no money for ads, it's completely fine. I'm going to show you exactly how you go about doing this. Here's Brandon as well. So that was Martin. Here's Brandon in my new program. These two are in the actual new program. And as you can see, Brandon basically put, we're getting results out here. Basically, he booked in a brand new call was booked for next Monday. So as you can see, that's inbound organically, no ads. These two, no ads. Heavenly, I believe she says, on top of that, I've also gotten my first inbound sale from my masterclass because of my personal brand on Instagram and another warm lead sitting in my DMs. So there you go. build a brand, guys. Now, let me show you how to go about getting high ticket clients for your social media marketing agency, right? So you can scale to 10K, 20K, 30K per month using ads that are free. I'm not joking. You can literally leverage this ninja hack that I created. I know that a lot of gurus are going to steal this like they did with like they kind of tried to do with the hybrid system. Now everybody's talking about hiring VAs, and nobody was really talking about hiring VAs. I was talking about this hybrid system stuff since I think it was April 2021. Then all of a sudden, so everybody started talking about hiring VAs and doing cold outreach using VAs. All of a sudden. Now, I'll bet you any money everybody's going to start stealing this as well. So how to get high ticket clients with ads that are free. So here's what I recommend you do, right? To give the number ones here. But basically, you want to start off with Upwork, doing odd social media marketing jobs here and there at around $600 per month to $1,000 per month each. That's basically what my students are doing in Agency Fragmentation, the 1.0 version. Although we don't like doing cold outreach anymore, we'd like to, that's what six-figure names is for. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So start by building as well. Whilst you're doing Upwork outreach, you're trying to stack up these smaller ticket clients. If you can't use Upwork for, let's say you're under 18 or you just have no money for Upwork, what I'd recommend you do is start building a LinkedIn page, a Facebook page, a Twitter page, or an IG page. It doesn't matter which one, pick two of them to test this first. Pick two of them. This is how I personally got my first real estate client. And this is how students like Martin, Heavenly's been able to get her first client, like she just said, her first inbound client. Martin's booking in inbound calls. Brandon's just booked in an inbound call for this Monday, I believe it is, next Monday coming up in, 3-4 days or whatever it is, next week. And once you've scaled up to 3K organically or with Upwork, so basically what you do is you do these both at the same time. These two things you do at the same time, AKA on day one, I would start an Upwork account and I would start a LinkedIn account. That's what I would do. I would then apply to maybe 10 to 15 jobs, maybe even 20 jobs a day on Upwork. And then when I'm done, I would go to LinkedIn and start posting and adding a bunch of people in my niche to my LinkedIn page and post at least one time per day. Just regular posts giving valuable insights to people in my niche. So if my niche is real estate agents, I'd be posting why Facebook ads is so much more effective than every other model that real estate agents have tried. And I'll be throwing under the bus, like people, like other agencies under the bus, like saying, not most agencies don't know what they're doing with Facebook ads when it comes to real estate agents. Here's why. And then giving them free tips and then breaking down, like, send me a DM if you need help. I'd be saying that in my content, stuff like that. And it takes a little time to build up this organically. So start now, start today. Don't complain that it's going to take you a long time and then be like, oh, no, I'll do it later. Start now so that later you have an audience. Jesus Christ, guys. So anyway, long story short, once you've scaled up, using Upwork and organic strategies to at least 3K, it will take you, this will probably be the hardest 3K you make. But honestly, I say that, but I've had students do that in literally like 2 days, 3 days, to be fair. But long story short, and just had a student, literally, Christy, he was able to close one single client that paid 5.4K. So, I mean, if you're coming from complete zero, it might be a little bit difficult to do this, but it's 100% doable. What you want to do though is once you're at 3K per month, that was per month organically or with Upwork, use both if you can, if you're in that position. Then what I want you to do is use this 3K per month, right, as your ad money. Now you're starting to think like a proper businessman, AKA you're leveraging Upwork to get $600 per month clients. You get 4-5 of them. Now you're at $3,000 per month. You're literally at like 3K per month. What you then do is, because you've been listening to me and you've posted at least like 9 posts on your Instagram, you create one single Instagram reel ad that takes 90 seconds to record, and you start running that as an ad for $10 to $50 a day. And you use the Upwork money that you're making from Upwork. So technically you're running ads for free. You're getting clients off of Upwork, scaling to like 3K per month. Now you're at 3K per month. Your clients are paying you 3K per month, right? And you're doing this like very simple social media management jobs, social media marketing jobs, leveraging their, helping them out with their content, that sort of stuff. You're doing that. You're making money from that. And now you're going to take that money and put it into ads, because now you've got money to play around with. This is the hybrid system 2.0, guys. And what this allows you to do is basically build an agency so much quicker and get to 30K per month so much quicker without having to rely on cold outreach, without having to have that kind of unpredictability with your business, and without any messing about, because it doesn't require you, number one, to build like an audience that takes ages and years to build. It doesn't take years to build this, by the way, guys. There's literal people that have got inbound leads within 7 days. I'm not joking. 7 days is enough. In fact, if you go the ad route and you run an ad from day one, you can literally get inbound leads the very same day. Quite literally the very same day. It also doesn't require you to do any form of like lead sourcing or chasing leads or chasing clients. You don't need to mess around with domains, like buying a bunch of burner domains, scraping leads, getting lead sheets, making sure the leads are qualified, because that takes ages, by the way. You don't need to worry about doing personalized first lines or buying AI software to try to do personalized first lines, which, by the way, still doesn't frigging work that well. And there's no need to warm up domains for 14 days or mess about setting up your records, your DNS records, your DMARC records, your DKIM records. There's no need for all of that. There's no need for websites or landing pages. There's no need to get Go High Level. I don't know why everyone tries to sell you on Go High Level. It's very obvious that they're using their affiliate link. There's no need for Lemlist. There's no need for like Instantly.ai. There's no need to do any form of cold outreach or cold calls ever again. It allows you as well to stand out from the crowd, literally. To do something that stands you out from the crowd, what does that actually mean? You need to do something different. What is different than doing cold outreach? Doing warm outreach. What's different from chasing clients? Attracting clients. So do something different. A lot of people say, oh, I can't stand out, Montel. And I will ask them, okay, so what are you doing? And they say, we're sending cold emails, but we have a guarantee. And I'm like, yo, that is literally the same thing that everybody's doing. To stand out, you need to produce content, build a hybrid personal brand, or at least build an inbound funnel system like I'm showing you guys right here. And by the way, this does work for B2B. I don't know why people say it doesn't work for B2B. Like why would an ad to an e-commerce brand not work? Like e-commerce brand owners not work? You'd be like, oh, I don't know how to target e-commerce brand owners. Well, if that's the case, all you just need to do is think about what you're putting in your copy and target broad, and your copy will do the work. That right there probably just went over a lot of people's heads, and that is the secret sauce to this particular ad. So you're probably going to want to rewind that. You want to run an ad where the copy does the work, leave your target in broad, and then the algorithm will do the work for you from there on in. So this does work in B2B. That's just an excuse people use to not take action. A business, like I said, cannot buy something. It's a person in the business that buys the thing. So it's actually people to people. B2C does not exist. B2B does not exist. It's always people to people. How can if there's no people in a business, how would a business do anything? It can't. A business is just a group of people. And last but not least, there's no need to sell your services for free and start washing over people's cars and paying for people's friggin' rents if it doesn't work, or paying for people's ad spend. Jesus Christ, guys. A lot of you guys, if you just follow this, honestly, you'd be much richer. This probably alone is more valuable than what... In fact, I can actually say this now because I actually have proof of this right here. This video that you just watched saved you 10 grand. So I just want somebody in the comment section, please, if you're listening to this, just comment, thank you, Montel, for saving me 10 grand. I owe you 10 grand. Don't worry about it. Just buy me a drink if you see me out or some shit like that. But yeah, guys, if you do want help with this, just drop me a DM on Instagram or just directly go below, book in a call with me below. I'll leave the link in the description. But guys, hopefully you can see this is so much more powerful. Like, even if you've got no money for ads now, I've removed that argument from you. Like, you can go and build organically on LinkedIn. Find your niche on LinkedIn or in Facebook groups. Start posting content organically. Build up the slow way. Might take you a little while, but I'm telling you right now, it's better than doing 4 months of doing 8,000 outreach. What was it? No, it's actually 16,000 outreach. There's 2 examples right there. This dude, let's actually take a look at this. Combine these 8,000 outreach and what was it? 16,000 outreach? Guys, what's that? That's like 24. That's 24,000 outreach and not a single client between them. Oh, Jesus Christ. No offense. Obviously, no offense to these guys, but like that's 24,000 outreach these guys have done between them. And not a single penny has been made. Not a single penny has been made. You're better off going and building a LinkedIn page, a Facebook page, and doing what I like to call warm outreach. This is what we start you off with. If you're dead broke coming into the program, we don't worry about ads just yet. We get you to 3 to 5K per month first using organic strategies, using warm outreach, and using Upwork if you can afford Upwork. If you can't afford Upwork or you're a band or too young for the platform, don't worry about it. We actually leverage organic and warm, organic content and what I like to call warm outreach and people collecting. We build you up to 3.5K from there on in. Then what we do is we take that money, that's not even your money, it's your client's money, and then we use your client's money to get you more clients via running a very simple inbound ads strategy. That is this hybrid system 2.0, the entire thing. The hybrid system 1.0 was use Upwork only, scale up to 3K, take that 3K and start doing cold outreach by hiring a bunch of VAs. The second part of that is kind of dead, doing the cold outreach bit. I just don't like cold outreach whatsoever. As you can see here again, 24,000 outreach, not a single client in sight. It's absolutely embarrassing, quite literally. Between the 24,000 outreach, they've actually lost money, both of them. One's paying for someone else's ad spend and one's 10 grand down from a course. This is how bad cold outreach has got. Please stop listening to gurus that are selling you on inbound systems that get you in their programs as an inbound client and then teach you how to get clients using outbound when they're obviously making all their money from inbound. Come on, guys, you've got to wake up. You've literally got to wake up. So guys, if you want help implementing any of this, creating your content, scripting your content, coming up with the ads, coming up with the middle of funnel strategy, how to drive traffic to your actual services, how to come up with your services, the offer, how to build your team, how to build out your entire agency from scratch, you do get Agent Fragmentation for free when you enroll into Six Figure Name. And if you want to learn more about that, just click the link below, book in a call with me directly, and we'll have a one-to-one chat to see if you're genuinely a good fit and genuinely if it's a good fit for you. By the way, the program will be increasing in price to around 6K very, very soon, just because I know that this program is just extremely valuable. I'm not even joking. Like, my last program went on to create, 21 six-figure business owners in the last 24 to 5 months. That's almost one six-figure business I'm creating per month, every single month for almost 2 years straight. Absolutely insane. Like, I can remember being in university, and still to this day, I'm still the only person out of my university business course that makes more than 6 figures. Well, I've gone on to make 7 figures now. Like, my classmates, I don't even think any of them are even close to making like 90 grand a month. Never mind getting to 100 grand a month, and that's before before tax. So after tax, yeah, I don't even think none of them have even got there. And it's been years since I dropped out of university. Anyway, guys, click the link below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little long-winded, but stick to this right here. It's better than doing 24,000 outreach and paying for someone else's ad spend. I can tell you that for free. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Peace.